Ugh, I've been waiting at the dentist for an hour. I'm thirsty.
Oh, hey, here you go.
Oh, thanks. Is it hot in here or is it just me?
Oh, you know what? Got this here. That might help you.
Oh, this feels so refreshing.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what the score of the Red Sox game is?
Oh, yeah, I got it right here. They're leading 5-2 in the 7th inning.
Nice.
And the doctor will see you now.
Ugh, I feel silly admitting this, but dentist visits really scare me. I'd feel better if I had someone I trusted in the room with me. Eric, would you come in with me?
Sure.
You've
Happy
always
to.
had just what I needed, right when I needed it. I'm sure you'll help me feel less nervous.
All right, here we go.
Now more than ever, your content has to be providing just what customers need right when they need it. Here's why.
So, Mark, what are micro-moments and why do they matter to content marketing?
Well, micro-moments are Google's term for the way that people come into contact with business content today.
And what's changed?
Well, the biggest change in recent years is that people are increasingly more likely to seek out information during their journey to a purchase on devices other than a desktop computer, such as smartphones or the newer personal digital assistants like Google Home or Amazon Echo.
And how does that change content marketing?
Well, that's where the micro-moments concept comes in. Now, not all that long ago, if you were researching a potential purchase, you probably did it through a desktop search, and you'd probably end up browsing a number of web pages. But now with smartphones and PDAs with us all the time, we're likely to look on those devices and when we want a quick, decisive answer. We don't want to wade through a bunch of web pages, and on some of those devices, seeing web pages isn't even possible. So with those devices, usually we're asking very specific questions, and we want to get one good, concise answer. So a micro-moment then is any moment where a consumer thinks of something they want to know more about, explore more, or even purchase, and they go to whatever device is at hand to get that answer.
So how does that affect how we should create content then?
Well, it means we can't just rely on one-size-fits-all generic content anymore. We have to try to think like our prospects and anticipate what they will want to see or know before they make a purchase decision. Then we have to create content that addresses those different micro-moments and optimize it so that the consumer is more likely to get it in response to his or her query in that micro-moment.
And then what kinds of content work for these micro-moments?
Well, first off, it should be mobile-friendly content, since, as we have said, more and more micro-moment queries happen on mobile devices. So it needs to be content that is easy to read and scan on a mobile screen. Now, short-form videos, for example, can also be great micro-moment content. On smartphones, people are more likely to watch a short video than read a blog post. And with a short-form video, it can be relatively easy to spin out a bunch of them that address all the different micro-moment questions your prospects might have.
Well, what about for search engines?
Well, with mobile devices and personal digital assistants, what you've called the one answer is becoming more important. That is, because of the size of the screen on a mobile devices, or for other devices, the fact that there's no screen at all, the answer is going to come by a voice response, and people want to get one concise answer. Now, with the rich answers in search and featured snippets in particular, we've seen Google and Bing actively seeking out and surfacing those one answers from web sources. You've written some excellent studies and guides about how to get those featured snippets, so we'll link those in the notes for this episode. Now, of course, there are lots of other ways to come up with and create micro-moment content. Google has some great resources about this on their Think with Google site, so we'll link that in the show notes as well.
Thanks, Mark. Ow!
Oh, what's wrong, Eric? Are you okay?
It's that darn toothache. It just won't go away.
Okay, that's it. Let's get you to the dentist.
Thanks for being with me, Eric. I really had nothing to worry about, but it was nice to have you there anyway.
Hey, no problem at all, Ann. Anytime.
Hey, Ann, you want some coffee? Huh? How about a pack of gum? Pens? Need pens? Everybody needs pens.
Mark, your micro-moments, they're macro useless.